Right, okay. Good evening, everybody. Here we are. We are a bit late. I've seen a couple of comments there. Andy saying, "Come on, Nick, live at 5." Yeah, full disclosure. I've got Paul here from Falcon Blues, and we'll get an introduction from Paul in a minute. A few of you probably know and watch Paul, so we'll get an introduction there. But full disclosure, I only realised Paul said he's up the road. And he'll head down in a minute. And then he told me where he was, and I realised that we spoke a few days ago and sorted this out, and I hadn't actually gave him the full address. I hadn't gave him the number of the building. So yeah, that's my bad. That's why we're a little bit late.
Found it in the end.
Yeah, we got there. So we are live with Paul from Falcon Blues. Paul's going to tell us all about himself in a minute, what they've got going on, and then we're going to talk about Everton FC transfer window or our transfers, because the window's just closed last night. Before we get going, I was going to do a transfer video yesterday, but big mention to the lads at Toffee TV. I went in to see them yesterday morning, and you said you donated to them as well.
Yeah, donated myself. I was watching late. Well, it was right early in the morning actually, because of got a newborn, so doing the night feeds, 10 weeks old, so
okay.
It made that a bit more entertaining, than normal.
It did, yeah. So anyone who doesn't know, Toffee TV done a 24-hour live show for the Kevin Campbell Foundation, and they raised over £23,000. I was on there with them yesterday morning. That's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's huge. Great. So
such a nice fella as well. We were lucky enough to interview him a couple of times, Super Kevin.
Yeah.
It was great work that they're doing, and that's some going 24 hours.
It is, isn't it?
No, I did 2 hours yesterday. I was thinking about it, going, have they done that?
Yeah, I went in for an hour, 9 a.m. yesterday morning. Just had a chat with them and that, and like, do you know what? To be fair to them, they all looked like they all were still on it. Although,
were you on with Baz, because he did start late at 9 and then he carried on. I checked again at like 7 in the morning. So fair play to him.
The funny thing was, you say about 7 in the morning. I checked in at like about 6 in the morning. I had a look.
Too as well.
They were, but when I looked, they were talking about like all conspiracy theories and stuff, and I was like, they actually said themselves, they're like, what are we talking about here? We've gone off.
I got involved in the chat. I started talking about films with them for a bit.
It's a good stint though, isn't it? And like 23 grand.
Yeah, brilliant, that, isn't
Superb.
it?
So, we'll get to the chat in a minute, guys. I'll be able to have a little look. I've got the chat down here. We'll have a little look. So we've got Emma's just said, all right, Nick and Paul, what's all this? Yeah, Emma got Paul in. Paul was good enough to come in, have a chat with me. On that note, tell you what, I was going to show them something. I'll do that at the end, because it's kind of something nice to finish with.
Brilliant, by the way. Yeah.
So, if you wouldn't mind, Paul, I'm sure, as we know there, Emma said, all right, Nick and Paul, what's all this? So, if you wouldn't mind, tell us a bit about Falcon Blues. When did you guys start?
So, it was 2018, so 7 years now. 7 years in July gone. So basically, two of my family members are part owners of the Falcon pub in COYB, and James, probably everyone knows him for doing Falcon Blues travel, away games. So it just became really one of my cousins, Michael, who was like, maybe you should do a podcast. And it was during the Sam Allardyce said it, and I went, this is not a good idea. And I was very much against it. I was like, I used to do film studies when I was at uni, so I know how to work a camera, I can do this. I said, I'll film it all for you, I'll do that, but I don't want to be on camera. Then we kind of did a test one, and basically the two lads, it was Dave and Barney, were like this, they've got a screen behind them with the fixtures, and they're going, and I'm like, over here, guys, you know, and then he's calling me Scorsese, and he went, why don't you just do it? So I did, and then here we are, you know, 7 years later.
That's it. If you're gonna be on camera, at least look at the thing, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's it. Because he might be watching at the moment, like, what?
Yeah, I will. So you go the away games, don't you? Seen you at the away games. You just mentioned Falcon Travel there. Who organise away games and all that, so obviously that's how you fall into just going into the away games. Do you go to all of them, mate?
Not all of them, not all of them. I can't make it to all of them, but I've been to Leeds and Wolves.
And all that,
I've been to Leeds and Wolves this season, so, you know.
Can't make all of them, but you've made the first two.
Yeah, the next one I want to go to really is Sunderland, the stadium I like, because I've not been there in years now.
Yeah,
And it's a nice stadium, and it's nice to see them back in the Premier League.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't mind them. We ain't Newcastle. We don't mind them.
Yeah, Newcastle fans don't like us, do they?
No, they don't like anyone though. They don't like anyone.
You know what? They're a bit hypocritical, aren't they? I mean, we're moaning about Isaac. They done the same with Gordon. Wiss has just done the exact same.
Mate,
so here's what it is.
I said to my mate, we all have WhatsApp groups and that, don't we? I actually messaged my mates earlier today and just saying Newcastle fans are intolerable, aren't they? They really are.
They really are.
Because it was that what made me say it. I'd seen that post that somebody put up with a banner or a flag or something saying Isaac's a rat, Wiss is a tune or something like that. And I'm like, Wiss has done exactly what Isaac's done to you, funny, but you want to welcome him. And like you've just mentioned, Anthony Gordon done the same.
He down tools, didn't he? Stop saying him, but I think it's bad that the players can now set a precedent where they can. Well, if I want to move, I'll just go on strike. Don't sweat. That was going to be one of the things we'll come on to. In fact, we will. So let's talk about, before we go on to that, because if we start talking about that's the show gone there. That's the show gone in that direction. Let's get. I'll tell you now. Bingos has put oi Paul and Nick. Let's see. Vinny says, I watched it. It did brilliant. Paul should make Nick have a chili for not telling him the building number. Okay, so what that's about. I do the match day watch alongs from here, or I've done them from like Murphy's Distillery. I've done the Leeds game. Yeah, that's where I've done the watch along from. So what I do when I do live watch alongs, just as a little extra for the viewers, I always say that if the other team score, we concede, I'll eat a chili every time. Fair play to you there, like, I don't think I'll be doing that.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to last. And Andy Lloyd, the one who mentioned this, saying you should make me eat a chili for not telling you the exact address.
No, I'm not like that.
But it's always this lad, Andy Lloyd, who is right on it. He's a West Ham fan, so every time we concede, he is instant. He's like, Nick, chili, don't forget. I'm like, lad, give me a break. So let's go. As everybody's seen from the thumbnail and that, what the show is mainly about. The transfer window closed, slammed shut 7 p.m. yesterday. Although you say slammed shut, but then you get all the messages come out, don't you, saying we've completed the deal sheet and all that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't exactly slam shut.
I think we did it once with Fellaini, didn't we, years ago, where it was shut and then. Yeah.
That was that was like come from nowhere all of a sudden, didn't it?
So you'd have to have your paperwork in just before, but I don't know.
You have to have your deal sheet in, your deal sheet by that window by 7 p.m. yesterday. Got your deal sheet saying this is the deal we're doing. I think in all parties, sign it to say, yeah, we're working on this deal. You get an extra 2 hours to complete the deal. So how do you think our window went? What's your thoughts on our window?
It went pretty well, Can't complain. Look, I would have liked to have seen another right back in, but and I would have, maybe another striker. But all in all, he said he wanted 10. He got what? 9?
Yeah.
Is it 9?
Yeah.
So probably looking at it, because if you do look at the squad, there is about 4 players who can play right back. But yeah, obviously we got burnt with that Tete deal early on, didn't we? Where it looked like he was going to come and then Fulham have upped their offer. So, you can't really judge him for taking more money, and he
doesn't have to move, does he?
Exactly, he doesn't have to move, and it's a big upheaval.
Yeah.
But I hope that the club have went, you know what, there's not a right back that we really want, or people are asking for too much money. So I don't know too much about Merlin, who came in, but he looks like a big lad.
Yeah.
From the little clips I've seen, we've
all probably watched the clips, haven't we? And the thing is with clips, I've said this before, Paul. The thing is with clips, you get the highlights.
Yeah,
nobody really records the lowlights, do they?
No,
and look, I'm not saying he has got loads of lowlights and like that, but I just don't know. I'm just being totally honest with everybody. If Merlin Roll would have walked up to me in the street 2 days ago, I honestly wouldn't have known who he was. That's just totally honest.
Yeah, no, same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, same.
Heard the name once, maybe twice during the Euros, but not something that really stuck out or anything like that. But look, I've watched his highlights. Looks a big lad. Looks a big midfielder.
Good age as well.
He's a good age. Yeah. That's what I was about to say, mate. It's the transfer strategy seems to have changed a lot with Everton. Like you said with the right back, I totally agree with you that I hope that is the case, that they looked at Son, but were like, it's not. I think we were linked with that Maitland-Niles, and it was one where I was like, do you know what, he could be all right, but would it be one that really overwhelmed us and overjoyed us? Probably not really. You'd have been like, well, okay, if that's all that was there, then he seems okay. He could probably do a job. But yeah, if the right player isn't there for them to go for, you want them to be making those decisions, don't you? Saying, well,
exactly, yeah. Save your money till January, really. Yeah. And Coleman can play there. He plays midweek. We know he's not going to play every week. Patterson's injured again. I'm not sold on Patterson though, to be honest. No. Jake O'Brien he's done well there, hasn't he? Defensively solid. I know he wants to play centre back, but he's got to do a job for the team at the moment. And look at the likes of Julian Lescott. When he first came in, he started at left back, and then he got moved to centre half. So I can see him being a future centre back, obviously, because Tarkowski's not getting any younger. And I think defensively, as we shown last season, we were pretty solid. Even on the bad times on the dice. But you've got Branthwaite to come back, Tarkowski. Keane's had a great start to the season.
He has, to be fair.
I know people are going in the comments going to go, Keane, but
no, you can't really knock him at the moment. You can't knock his involvement in our games.
He's got a little mistake, and that's the worried thing. But I think he's looked better than Tarkowski so far.
Well, he has, because I was about to say, right now, he has got a mistake in him, Keane. We all know that, we've seen it.
Yeah.
But right now, it's Tarkowski making the mistakes. That pass back on the Brighton game. Yeah. That if they score there just before our time, we were lucky we had Pickford there. Because if they score,
we rolled our luck a lot in that game. Really, Tolman nearly scored a Wales goalie, Wales of the season there.
But again, I thought Tarkowski. That was Tarkowski as well. That.
Yeah, well, if you see the replay back as well, as soon as he's done it, he's like, he knows instantly. He's just let them in.
I know.
But he had a slow start to last season as well without Branthwaite. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, so maybe just Branthwaite just makes players better. I don't know, but Keane's done well.
Well, good players do that though, don't they? Yeah, good players do that, especially at the back. You've got somebody solid next year,
exactly,
almost telling you what to do, and that it helps. It helps.
And I might be a bit overcritical there, but
no, it is what it is. I think we love Tarkowski. I do anyway.
Definitely,
absolutely love Tarkowski. Great, yeah. And I think
his injury record's amazing as well, and that's why he was really upset last season, wasn't he? Because he knew he was I think he was 2 or 3 games away from setting a Premier League record of
consecutive, really.
Yeah, and for his age as well, that injury record's tremendous.
Yeah, and then he absolutely belted that equaliser in as well, which is just instilled in our memories forever, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
That win, I say, the Liverpool fans kept
that win, that 2-2 win that we got.
It just makes me laugh though, because if they equalise in the last minute at Anfield, they're not going to celebrate hard. They're just going to sit there and go.
Yeah.
Then again, they'll have the phones out and their iPads, and don't get me onto them too much.
Yeah. That's it. The thing is, though, like you say, like it wasn't just that goal there that he scored last minute. Last minute in a game, fine. You score last minute in a game, you celebrate. You made up. You're over the moon. You just claw yourself a point. From basically you're losing it. Not just that game, is it? It's the last. It's against Liverpool. It's against your rivals. It's also your last derby at Goodison Park. Massive. It was massive. It was huge.
And it kept the record level as well.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't have heard the end of that if they had overtook us in wins at Goodison. So.
No.
Yeah.
That's the one, isn't it? That's the one. When I said though, our transfer strategies changed. I mean, like years gone by, the last minute deals, or even just deals throughout the window, would be like players more at the end of their careers coming in to get a last chance.
Yeah.
Look at, when we re-signed Rooney, there's loads of them, isn't there? There's loads.
Comes to mind.
Rooney, Walcott.
Even St. Thompson, you know what I mean? What was he, 28? And
yeah.
I don't know if you've read Duncan's book, but
the
part where he says, what do you think, Duncan? He's too old and he can't run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And looks like an old man, he said, but
there's loads.
Turned out to be right. Yeah.
There's loads of them on that list.
Too many players have come to Everton for that final big payday.
Yeah.
And I mean, it happened even like going back to like on the Walter Smith. You got like Ginola and Gaza.
I was about to say Ginola and Gaza. Yeah. Ginola, Gaza. They're big players. Brings to mind. Good players.
Yeah, all great legends.
Amazing legends of the sport. But
well past the prime.
Yeah. And that's what you were kind of used to, and it would be like sign Gaza. You were like. It sounds great, doesn't it? But it's actually like not. You know what I mean? It's not where you want your club to be. And this transfer window, our average the average age, so 9 players at an average age of 23. So
that's what you want, innit?
That's what you want, isn't it?
And then obviously you got the resale value on them as well.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I think it was the oldest player we signed, was it the goalie? Tom King, maybe 30 or something, is he?
Tom King, 30. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not bad. He's your fair choice goalie, basically, or.
Yeah, you need a fair choice, don't you? You need that cover at the end of the day.
A lot of players with potential. So, and we haven't. It's not been that scattergun approach either, like under the Managerial era, where it was just like, we'll just throw money off for the sake of it.
No, it's not.
And we've not overspent, and like we've not had our pants pulled down by clubs like we have in the past as well. You know what I mean? Where like Sigurdsson, yeah. Like again in John Ferguson's book, he's saying Everton basically bid against themselves. Where people going, we should bid 30. No. 25. He's like, no, bid 25. They've just played Relegation. No, we should bid 35. No, 40. And it's like no one else was competing.
Yeah.
There was people in that room going, bid higher. And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Scary when you think about it, isn't it?
It is, mate. It is. But that's where we've been.
Yeah.
And I think obviously we don't see exactly what's going on there behind those doors or whatever, but it just feels like we're not there anymore. It feels like it. And it's early days, don't get me wrong. It's a first transfer window, really, that we're going through with the new owners and that. But you just, with Moyes and that as well, and you just hope that it looks different. It looks different at the moment. Got to touch on, obviously, that talking to transfers. Jack Grealish, Dewsbury Hall. Who's your favourite? Who would be your favourite transfer that we brought in there? What was the one that made you go?
I mean, Dewsbury Hall's done really well, and he's a permanent player, but Jack's done really well, hasn't he? You know what I mean? 4 assists already. Mate. I love that meme. May I assist you? Yeah. But yeah, it's been superb.
It's been a great start. Yeah, Gaspipe saying Grealish here. Got to agree.
Seems happy as well, doesn't he? You know what I mean? You can see that.
He said that. He's been outspoken about that, hasn't he? And said he wasn't happy. He kind of fell out of love at City with his football and coming in.
He's just sitting on the bench, not even involved. He didn't even get brought to the Club World Cup, and then they didn't include him at all in the final match day squad. So it's going to be disheartening, and he wants to get back in the England squad. So
he's a player that wants to feel loved as well. And I think he mentioned after he'd spoken to Moyes, and then loved it where he mentioned the social media aspect of it, because all he gets once he's linked, all he gets and what these players get is the constant buy blues. Who else? There was one of the other players said that as well. It was Diblin. Diblin said that during his interview when he was walking around Bramley-Moore Dock, and because he's only a young kid, but it was a dead awkward interview, like, you know what I mean? And it was
he's a young lad as well.
He's a young lad, yeah. But when he's, I don't care about how he talks really. It's how he plays on the pitch. But he said the same. He mentioned the fans and social media, and it's just Everton fans going, come on.
He FaceTimed some of the fans, didn't he?
He got one of his mates to it. They were in one of the pubs, I think, after the game.
Yeah.
And he actually got on it, and he just had loads of Everton fans going, come on.
Well, on that video, there's a few lads from our culture on it.
Really, yeah.
Because I seen them must have been about 10 minutes after. They were like, we've just been FaceTiming with Diblin. I went, yeah, cautions happened. He went, no, Paul, genuinely, we did. And I was like, yeah, all right, lads.
And then you seen it?
Then I seen the screenshot and I went,
brilliant. It's brilliant stuff.
Winds me up, sorry, boys.
Stuff like that is brilliant. Lunatic Ostrich said, I hope Villa can hold on to this form for at least one more game. Yeah, exactly, Lunatic.
That's a great name, that, by the way. Was that
Lunatic Ostrich. Yeah,
that's my favourite name I've heard all day.
Lives in Holland, Lunatic, Ajax fan. An Everton fan, so he comes over for Everton games. He's coming over for the Villa game.
Oh, fantastic.
But yeah, I'm lucky he's actually invited me to go to an Ajax game with him this season.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
So yeah, I'm going to get over there with him. Yeah, going to get over there. We'll sort that out when he's over for the Villa game. And we've got Andy Lloyd says, now the transfer market is closed, who do you think will go down? Great question that is.
I think it's too early to tell, because I genuinely think Sunderland and Leeds are going to stay up.
I do,
I do. I thought Burnley would struggle, but they've had a decent start, to be fair, you know what I mean?
That could be like the like honeymoon period, so to speak, of getting up to the Prem, the excitement and everything, but all you can do is win games, innit?
Yeah, they've got a solid defence. I think losing the goalie, Trafford, feel sorry for him, because he's went, I'll go to City, and then at the last minute City have went, oh yeah, we're just signing Donnarumma.
Yeah. I know. And that's done now as well. That's a done deal. He's there.
Yeah,
so
he was already getting linked, but it just happens sometimes when transfer windows. Like, look at Liam Delap. He'll probably go out on loan in January.
Yeah.
Shame, like, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too early to tell. I think Wolves are going to struggle. Looks like that, and West Ham are not doing. They got a good win on Sunday though.
They did get a win. They did get a good win on Sunday, but I just think that I just think with them now, they've just lost too many players, and they've not replaced any. They basically got Bowen, and they will get one or two wins, you know. Of course they will, and that was one. Yeah. Sunday. I can't see them stringing many together.
Do you know what I think are going to struggle as well? And people might be shocked by this, but I think Forest are going to have a tough season.
Yeah, I do.
Because of Europe, and the expectations have gone up.
They have.
From the fans, and like there's problems with the owner and the manager.
That's the thing. The problem now between the owner and the manager, I don't think he's going to be there for that much longer, that manager. Like,
it sounds that way because he's not hiding the fact, is he?
He's not. No, he's outspoken. Not. It's almost like he's wanting the owners to I don't know, say to him, well, off you go then if you're not with us. But they'll have to, if they sack him, they've got to obviously, he's in contract, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, and I think he's just signed not too long ago. He signed a new deal. Yeah. You seen it last season, remember when he come on the pitch?
It was that was the moment.
And then he tried to play it down, and I was like, there's something not right there. No. But Mourinho was getting linked with that, right? And as just a viewer watching the telly, I want to see Mourinho and this owner clash, because I think it would just be absolute chaos.
It would be absolute gold, wouldn't it? It would be gold TV, yeah.
But he's getting linked with West Ham Mourinho as well, but I don't know.
It'd be great to have him back in the Premier League. When we were linked with him, because, you know, when we were getting rid of Dyche and that, and I was one. Hold my hands up to this. I was wrong. I was one that didn't want Moyes back. I felt like we were just going back on ourselves, and I felt like we were being typically Everton by doing something like that. I wanted us to move somewhere else. I wanted Graham Potter though, and look, I was totally wrong. I was 100% wrong. But the one I didn't want, Jose Mourinho, not at our club. I just didn't want him at our club. I think he's too in it for himself a little bit, like, and
it always ends in tears as well, doesn't it?
It does always end in tears. Yeah. But if he's going somewhere else in the Prem, 100%, bring him in. Brilliant.
There is a part of me though that was like, do you know what? He really hates Liverpool, and he seems to have a good start. And don't get me wrong, he's won trophies pretty much. All right, he didn't do one at Spurs, but to be fair, he sacked him like 2 days before the final or whatever. Yeah. But he does get, you know, with CV, he gets results, but I just don't think it's for the long term. Yeah. You know what I mean?
When was last time he did win something though? Has he won anything over in
he won at Roma, didn't
Turkey?
He won at Roma. What did he win at Roma? He won the Europa League Conference. I think he was the first one.
Did he?
That. Yeah. He won that. I don't know if he won what he won in Turkey, if anything. I know he didn't win the league, but I don't know if he won like their trophy. Maybe someone in the comments can let us know.
Yeah, someone in the comments let us know about we've got Emma. Emma says Burnley, Brentford, West Ham.
Brentford's another one, innit?
Just above that, Bingus71 says Brentford, Burnley and Palace. So in 2 there, we've got Brentford and Burnley. The difference is Palace and West Ham. Palace
will do all right.
Yeah, I think Palace, I see where you're going from, probably because of the...
Eze's gone.
Yeah.
But they've kept hold of
Gahey.
Yeah, they've kept hold of him there. And I think that's a big blow for Liverpool, because I think they needed him more than Isaac.
Huge. They did.
They needed a new centre half.
They did. They are a Van Dijk injury away from disaster at the back, really. You know, if something that was to happen to Van Dijk, and he doesn't tend to get injured, one can hope
apart from that one time.
Yeah, apart from that one time. Yeah,
caused murder that one, didn't it?
It did. What was the guy's promise? Sean Promise.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Sean's Promise. Yeah, what a guy. Do you know this? We used to sell badges every now and then, and we did one of Pickford's tackle on Van Dijk, and it. Instant selling out, sold out quickly, but the abuse we got for it, wow. Even off a few Evertonians were like, that's bad taste, that, and it was like, well, maybe, but...
It's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's a joke.
It did cause a bit of trouble on Twitter, that thing, though.
Yeah, things do, don't they? You know, things, and when it blows up, it blows up, mate. It blows up. Let's see. What else have we got? So who did you go for then? You went for Forest.
Well, I don't know if they'll go down, but I think they'll struggle. I think West Ham, Wolves, and Brentford. I'm going to go for relegation.
West Ham, Wolves, Brentford.
Yeah,
that's dead interesting. That so this, you think this could possibly be the first season in God knows how long that the 3 promoted teams will stay up?
I've got a feeling Burnley will stay up. You know, they've got a good defence. John Parker's been there a while, and I don't know. I just got a feeling they've got a bit of a feel-good factor as well. And West Ham, I can see Potter getting sacked if they go on another bad run. Yeah. I know they got a good result there on Sunday, but that's a good time to play Forest with all the problems that are going on. Yeah. So he's given himself a good few weeks there, I think. But before that, like them fans, it's like Everton sort of in it. When things are not going well, it's this West Ham way they go on about. And I remember it was at Allardyce who really annoyed them in his press conference when he took over. He sat down and they went, "Sam, are you going to play the West Ham way?" And he went, "What's that? Getting relegated?" Yeah. And I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
I don't know how long Potter's going to last, but
is it Potter that said recently we haven't got players to play the West Ham way? I think he might have said something like that. And it's about having, like, I know they say there's this thing about it, West Ham way or whatever, but
I want results.
Yeah.
It's the main thing, isn't it? Yeah. All right, you want to play nice, attractive football.
Of course you
can't always do that.
No, you can't. You want to. Look, you're not bothered, are you? Even when we played the dice ball way, if we managed to drag a win out on the dice, you made up. You just you're not really bothered if how you look
it's
on
like
TV or to anyone else.
Like Russell Martin at Rangers to say, this whole I'll play from the back, I'll play the right way. How's that working out for you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think he's going to last too long.
Oh,
either.
Mate, no, he won't. He won't. How they managed to get a draw against Celtic was.
Yeah, and I think that's more down to Celtic, just not a bit poor recruitment this summer. And that's probably given him a couple of weeks, but their fans are already calling for blood. Yeah, that the 6 was it aggregate 9-1 loss.
Yeah, did they get beat 6 or 7? Bruges 6 or 7 it was, wasn't it?
6 or 7, something like that. Yeah, but not good.
No.
And my family is Celtic fans though, so so it was
alright.
Buzzing with it bad a bit,
Gaspipe says Newcastle, Villa, West Ham. straight away somebody said I hope it's them.
Oh well, if we're going for who we hope, then it might change that one. Man United, that'd be an interesting one.
It will, won't it? Yeah, Flash the Original said here, I think if Gahey had gone to the Red Shite, Glasner would have replaced Amorim. There's the thing as well, so this is what it's been reported, isn't it? That Gahey stayed because Glasner said, if he goes, I go. This is what he said last night at the 11th hour, apparently. If Gahey goes, I go. So now
85 million's a lot of money when you're going to lose him.
Yeah, next season.
Well, he can sign for foreign clubs in January.
Yeah.
Like if a Spanish team or, I know he's a good player, and I think he will go to a top club, whether it'll be Liverpool, I don't know. So, because it got leaked, didn't it? He'd done a video or something where he's saying goodbye to Palace.
Did he? Yeah,
that's been leaked. It's been leaked. I was listening to it on TalkSport this morning. I'm going to work.
No, that's how close. That's how it was done.
Done, yeah.
It was basically done, and then Palace pulled out because that's what I've heard is Glasner said, if he goes, I go. So they stopped it, but it's likely now that if Amorim goes, for example, and Glasner gets offered the job, then he goes anyway. And then Mark Gay's like...
He's got to stay now, hasn't he, really? Yeah. If he gets offered that United job.
He's got to turn it down. He's got to stay.
That.
Definitely.
Wouldn't it be horrible, though, if he went, I'm taking the United job. And also, I'm bringing him with me.
And that's why I want him to stay, yeah.
Sean Dyche is getting linked with the Man United job as well,
No way, is he?
Right, I swear down, you can go on Twitter. Barney found this. Man United fans were actually going, he could stabilise us. And I was like, wow, is that how far it's gone for United? But I'll say this though, under Dyche they'd lose less games because he's too stubborn, isn't he? He won't change this system, and he's bombed pretty much every good young player they've had.
It's again this thing of managers failing to... When these managers, and it seems to be more these modern managers, so to speak, they come in thinking they've got this, I have my system, it works, we play it. But you have to have the players to play. Whatever system it is, you have to have players that fit that system. Yeah. And if they don't, you have to change it. You also have to adapt to your opposition. You know, you can't just, unless you've got superstar players, do you know what I mean? And United haven't.
No, they haven't. And
Rangers haven't. But if you, and Tottenham didn't when Postecoglou was the same. The worst thing with Postecoglou was even when they were getting battered, he'd just be like, all out attack, let's just go for it, do you know what I mean? It was like this.
Just make me laugh, big hands though, because I love them just arguing with the media.
He was brilliant. He was brilliant. Okay. But yeah, they need to change. But I agree with you. If they got Dyche, it would be weird.
Yeah, I don't think they will, but it would be funny though, wouldn't it? Like just to, like, I just can't see it happening.
What's going to be interesting though is if they were to get rid of Amorim. Are United still this big attractive club for big managers? Do you know what I mean? You normally look at them and they'd be getting these big managers in that suit that job for Manchester United. But now are they more of the
it's a weird one, isn't it?
That have to look at.
It's a weird one because they've been unsuccessful for how many years. It just annoys me about financial fair play, where they can still continue to spend whatever they like.
Yeah.
And there's no repercussions because of the global revenue they can generate. But all that does is protect the top six. And I can see a Premier League corrupt sign behind me there, so not to go on to that too much, but
yeah.
Do you remember, was it last season, Ratcliffe sat down with Gary Neville and did that interview, and he's like, look, the club was running out of money. We were going to have no money by November, and we owe 300 million out still on these players. The next day, he announces a 2 billion stadium.
Yeah.
So, like, don't give it to me that you've got no money, and you're sacking admin stuff. And, United do me heads in sometimes because it's like,
you're not giving out dinner to the staff anymore and all that. Yeah.
Just little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or is the main problem that Casemiro's on 300 grand a week sitting on the bench?
Yeah.
What's your problem, mate? Is it admin staff on like what? What would you say, like 30 to 35 per year or 300 grand a week?
Yeah.
You work that out.
Yeah, it's all relative, isn't it? To what suits the agenda of his interview at the time. Like you say, to do something like that, to do that sort of interview, and then 2 billion stadium in the making. They just spent 50 million on their training ground on Carrington doing that.
Yeah.
So,
sacked Alex Ferguson as well, didn't he? He got rid of his role.
Yeah.
Which I was like,
yeah.
But then again, I half think Alex Ferguson's enjoying some of this, where he must be sitting there at the game sometimes, like nudging them, going, what happened when I got off?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%. Look, mate, I just as a human being and that, you probably would be like, this actually solidifies how good I was.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I've gone, the club's gone from there. The best, biggest club in the world by far.
Oh, yeah.
When he was there. And it's gone like that,
I mean, I think they kind of look back at Moyes now and go, didn't have much of a chance, did he? And he only got 2 signings, didn't he? He got Fellaini and Mata, and who both had pretty good careers at Man United, by the way.
Mata, forgot about him, yeah.
That was it. And I watched them on the overlap recently, when he sat down with them and he was like, look, we wanted Fabregas and Gareth Bale, and we were close to getting them, and then things happened. So I'm like, you'd imagine if he got them 2 in.
Yeah, mate, that's
you
massive.
Never know, yeah.
That's massive. That's massive. Let's see. Joey 11 says, Graham Potter, no excuse there, lad. Bad one, Potter. Oh, yeah, that's me saying, yeah, at the time, yeah. I my hands up to it.
He the only one, though, to be fair. I remember a lot of people wanted him.
Oh, my hands up to it. Lunatic says, I thought Moyes was an easy and lazy choice. I'm glad I was proven wrong.
I was saying, because Dave wasn't keen on him.
To be fair, Joey Levens followed up and said, I said I'd take Benitez, so there you go.
Oh, hang on a minute. No one wanted that.
At least, mate, you didn't even have to admit that, You could have just given me stick. Keep fair play to you. Fair play. And he said, I also said Distan was a crap signing. My favourite centre-back ever.
Distan, no.
Sylvan.
Really well, yeah, Sylvan.
Yeah.
I know people look back at that mistake in the semi-final.
No, he's gone on to say my favourite centre-back ever.
Yeah.
So
he's a good player.
Yeah. Emma said Moyes is exactly what we needed. New owners, a new stadium. We needed someone who understood the fabric of the club and gets the fan base. Emma, you're 100% right. I can't, you are 100% right.
Knows the club.
Yeah.
When I first got my first season ticket, it was Moyes' first full season.
Yeah.
I've been about 14, showing my age now. But we've done really well. I think, we don't ever forget when he took over, we were fighting relegation every year. We were. Yeah. And he got us really competing to the top end. Yeah. Got us into Europe how many times? And top half finishes, top 6, top 5, and top 4.
Top 4.
You know what I mean?
Finished above Liverpool, and then they were given the
a few times. His last 2 seasons at Everton, he finished above Liverpool as well. So people forget a lot of the things that he done. I know he hasn't won a trophy, but if he did have, if he could just add 1 trophy, like a League Cup, to be the first one, because I think we're cursed in that trophy personally. I do.
You're not
genuinely
the first person to say that to me. You know that we're just cursed in that League Cup. We need to do. I mean, we made it difficult for ourselves against Mansfield the other night. I know we won, and it was relatively convincing. But you go to the game at home against Mansfield, packed stadium. Although I know there were empty seats, but it was sold out. But that's the empty seats is to do with these ticket sites, aren't they?
Unfortunately, and I want to see good. You said Goodison. I want to see the ground full, obviously, and
we do.
But that's the problem that the club's got to look at, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not down.
It's early days. It's early days.
Yeah.
That's wait. We want to see the stadium full. We don't want to see empty seats. But playing devil's advocate, I understand as a business.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
On the business point of view, they do deals with these ticket sites who can then upsell them or whatever. As far as the club's concerned, they've sold out. You know?
Exactly, yeah, and it's a problem with like music thing, concerts and stuff like that. It's not just a football problem.
No. It is. Look at the recent Oasis, Oasis, and all the drama about that. You know what I mean? You're right. It is. It's not. I
disagree with it because to me, it's just legal touting. That's all it is.
That's exactly what it is, mate. It's exactly what it is. Legal touting, to make as much money as they can out of whatever they're selling. Leeds won't stay up, says Roy. The West Ham way is mid-table. Up the Blues. Let's see. El Tal says, I didn't want Moyes back after he left us. What do I know? I want him now. I was calling for Moyes since before Lampard came in, says Carl. I have a mate, Jed. He works away, but works overseas. But he was always, every time a new management, get Moyes. Get Moyes back? Yeah, he was. Do you think that was out of interest? Do you think that was a sentimental thing because the days that we remembered when Moyes was there, it was much more enjoyable. Maybe it was Kenwright, just like going, you know what, maybe. And he's admitted that he came close a few times. Like before, apparently it was near enough done a deal before Ancelotti became available, wasn't it? Like apparently it was going to get happening, and then if you're Moyes, he's probably going to go, you got Ancelotti? Fair enough. You know what I mean? Yeah, but, fair enough. Yeah, he said it's come close a couple of times, especially that time. So, no, he's obviously got to have a good relationship with Bill Kenwright over the years. And, however, when that Benitez one, no one agreed with Managerial on that one. No one did. You know what I mean? It was just never going to work. And what's he up to nowadays? Benitez? No idea. Yes. Living in his mansion in Caldy, probably. Yeah. Telling everyone he knows the city. Yeah. Just to do my head in that, I know the city. Yeah. Do you? Yeah. Yeah. He knows Delta's number. Big wow, mate. Get away. Just do your head in a little bit, yeah. Just a money grab, isn't he? When he got sacked 2 months later, he was doing Liverpool shows. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Like, yeah. How are you not getting grief off there? And then you had all them, like, call him Agent Rafa and all this, didn't you? But that was always going to happen as well. Yeah, but you know what? You would never see the likes of, Kenny Dalglish or Roy Evans go near that Everton job. No. Like, even when Sammy Lee was the assistant, I went, this is weird. Yeah. You know what I mean? You just wouldn't see it. Yeah. That guy's just a mercenary for money. Of course he is. Yeah. Like I say, he's got to pay for his mansion somehow, mate. Scott Andy Lloyd, the West Ham fan, says, I don't think West Ham will go down now. Our midfield is completely different. Now you see the stars of it at Forest, we won 3-0. Yeah. It was a good result, it was. But I think it's a good time to play Forest with the problems they've got. I worry that when West Ham are at home, if it's not going well for a bit, it's a bit like, the times at Goodison. Yeah. If it's not going well, the fans can turn a bit. And Yeah. I just think Potter does play nice football, and he's done it at Brighton, but I don't know. I've got a feeling he's going to be one of the first ones sacked. I think he will be. It's him, Nuno, Espirito Santo, and
Keith Andrews at Brentford is going to they've sold so many of their good players, and they brought in Henderson and someone else.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they'll struggle.
Yeah, I do.
And they've done I don't know right start of the season. Don't get me wrong, but Keith Andrews, I remember he used to play for Blackburn. He was the set piece coach, and then someone showed me, there's so many set pieces they scored last season. So it felt like Brentford were like, who can we get to be one new manager on the cheap? You know.
Yeah.
Like Thomas Frank did a great job, obviously, and. But don't get me wrong, Brentford have got a good model. The manager, Thomas Frank, never actually signed a lot of the players. A lot of it was to do with the scouting and directing of football, but I don't know, it's too early to tell, isn't it?
It's early to tell, yeah. But like you say, though, Thomas Frank didn't have much to do with the signings. It was the model, but yet they've just shown us here in this window they've sold, and they haven't really.
I don't know anyone they've bought. I know they bought Henderson in, and I think they paid about 20 or odd million for someone, but I don't know.
Yeah. Don't know who he is.
No,
yeah.
I don't, but then again, I never knew. Ivan Toney was at Wigan, and I remember my mate who was a Wigan fan was like, I thought he was rubbish.
Yeah.
He said he was terrible for us, and then, but they're like a good model like Brighton as well, where Brighton will, sign someone relatively young on
Bournemouth.
Cheap deal,
Bournemouth
and then,
as well. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see, won't we? They could. I think the biggest loss for them is probably Thomas Frank, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why a lot of the players were like, I want to go now.
Yeah, I'll just go. Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah, you can. It's horrible for their fans, isn't it? Emery FC says we got Charlie Adam as set piece coach. Well, Baines was on the staff.
Oh yeah, it's mad that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Wait, he's gone. He's took a job, hasn't he? Charlie Adam, has he got another new job now? He's a manager, is he? Or?
I hope so. We always used to shout for Charlie Adam out because when he was set piece coach. Emma, let us know. No more Charlie Adam out shouts now, though, Nick. See, that's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Has he gone then?
I believe he took a job. Yeah, I can't remember where it was, but I do remember seeing.
Emma will tell us now. She'll confirm it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when he was set piece coach. Our set pieces went to absolute garbage.
I know.
They did. It was.
And this is like, gambling's bad, but I'm in a betting group, and I always do or I'll just Michael Keane or Jake O'Brien for any time goal. And like, as soon as he was the set piece coach, those goals flew down.
Yeah. No idea, don't care. She says, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. So just transfer window. Then you were happy with it, yeah?
Yeah. As I say, I would have liked another right back and another striker, maybe, but no, I think we've done all right.
It's always that way, though. I think, isn't it? That even if we'd have got them, we'd have probably, as Blues, been like, possibly could have done with another striker as well. So even I was I thought right back. I thought that was the most important. Right back that could also get forward. That had pace get forward. Jake O'Brien has been really good for us there. Nothing against the lad. I think he's great. But he just doesn't get us forward, and in fact,
he doesn't.
Even the
it's good for like away games when you're playing someone like Arsenal. I think you know what I mean. You want to keep it there, but he's not going to be bombing forward and stuff like that. And Moyes, a lot of Moyes teams that I remember is Coleman and Baines in the prime.
Yeah,
and the main outlet was the two centre halves going, we'll feed it to these two.
Yeah,
I mean, still get the ball up. So you can't really do that with Michaelenko either, and that I think he's solid defensively.
He's done better. I think he's done better.
He's done better, but I think he's better defensively. I can see like the new lads, Adam, the one from Bayern Munich. Yeah, I can see like glimpses of him where he's flying forward and stuff like that. So he's another one for the future. But
I think the ones you've got: Adam Asnew, Tyler Diblin, and Merlin Roll. I think the three of those signings are for the future signings, and it's still,
definitely.
Because the team we've got now, those three really, where do they slot straight in? It's really nice for us as Everton to be able to sign Tyler Diblin for what do we get him for in the end?
40 or something like that.
40
add-ons
with add-ons was, I think the initial was 32 or something like that. With add-ons it goes to 40. But for Everton to be picking up a £40 million player for a future prospect,
it's not bad, is it?
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good. And look, a lot of us I think we're saying we need someone else on the right. And then all of a sudden he brings Grealish in, who's been superb on the left.
Yeah.
Switches and dies to the right. And he's just as good over there as he was on the left, if not
that's
a bit better. He's been brilliant.
And I like what Moyes said, where he said, we're going sometimes it's going to be hard to fit them all in, but that's good problems to have.
It is.
You know what I mean? The bench looks a lot stronger now on the bench.
Yeah.
You think back to like the last couple of years and we've had like 2 goalies on the bench, you know what I mean? Begovic there and stuff like that. A couple of youth players and stuff. So who's the fullback? I forget his name. The one that played maybe last season in the League Cup game. Harrison
Armstrong? No, he's not. He's not a fullback.
That's the midfielder, yeah. But it's a similar name.
Yeah.
And he played quite well against someone. He's fast as well. Anyone let us know in the comments there? I forgot his name now.
Not that Dixon, is it?
Dixon, yeah. Yeah. I was like, where's he gone? Yeah. Is he going out on loan?
Yeah, there's been. I haven't seen him. He's gone on loan. Yeah. I haven't seen. The reason why I said Dixon there quite quick. I used to have quite a lot of people on here saying we should play Dixon. Dixon should be in the squad last season, especially when our bench was looking really poor.
And I watched. I like to go and watch the under-21s when I can, if it's local. Yeah. And he always looks like a half decent player.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. We'll go over a couple more comments. I always like to keep these videos down to half hour or so, but we've been on well longer than that. I haven't even got a. What time did we start? What time? It's 6 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah. What time did we start? About 10 past. But
time flies.
Yeah. Any other business? The only other thing I wanted to bring up, because we touched on it before, but this thing, and I don't want to just bring it up because of Isaac's gone to Liverpool, but this thing about players striking, we've now had Isaac, Wisser, Gordon did it for us. There are more, if you look into it. There's more bad precedent, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Especially because what happened to Mark Gahey. So
he did it the right way.
Mark Gahey did it the right way, but didn't get his move. And for me, that I actually heard it.
It's a shame that, isn't it?
Yeah, because I always put TalkSport on when I'm driving in my car, whatever. The worst thing was last night, I played footy, so when I finished footy at 9, on the way home, I think Danny Murphy, so it might have been on the way there, but anyway, Danny Murphy was on. Yeah, but the worst thing was, he said something along the lines of, and don't quote me, but it was something along the lines of, it shows that it doesn't pay to be a good lad or good person.
That's right, as well, unfortunately.
But he basically then said that he should have, like Mark Gahey, he should have like gone on strike or something to force his move. And I'm like that shouldn't be in the conversation.
The same Danny Murphy, who was probably slating Alexander Arnold. Yeah. Oh, no loyal, shut up.
But he said at one point, he said he did it himself and had to force a move. He said he had to.
I wonder where that was from, though. Maybe Spurs or something.
Yeah.
It certainly wasn't Liverpool, because speaking of Rafa, he bombed him out of Liverpool, didn't he?
Yeah.
But you know what? Look at Eze as well. He did it the right way.
Yeah.
Put his head down, played games, went to training.
You're right. Yeah.
You know, so it can work.
Right the way to the end, yeah.
I feel sorry for him there, where he's probably going, oh, this is great, this. You know, he's probably telling his family and then gets, oh no, it's not happening now.
Yeah.
But you know what? He'll probably go, all right, well, got to get on with it.
No, he will.
Just crack on.
He will. That's the one thing they said. Palace come out and said that Mark Gahey has been nothing but strictly professional about it all. So he understands.
That's
and you'll probably see him play in the next game. Hopefully he plays well. Hopefully he has a great season. Honestly, I wish the best for him, because he could be the catalyst to show everybody, now you don't have to be a prick.
No, you don't.
And act like that. You know, when you're in a contract, you've signed your contract. You know what your contract is.
That's it.
And that's it. Get on with it.
I mean, who's to say in a year, 2 time, what's if Real Madrid come in for Isaac? You think he's going to show loyalty? He's not.
No.
He's not.
No.
He'd probably be like, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And then you get the Liverpool fans who are like, why would anyone want to leave Liverpool for Real Madrid? And it's like, I don't know, mate. I don't know at all.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
And they've got this army of pundits that work for like Sky and TalkSport that will just like lambast players for wanting to leave Liverpool. And then at the same time, they've got to come to Liverpool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mate, totally agree with you. But the worst thing for me is it sets a nasty precedent that the next player that gets an offer, could be one of our players, could be anyone's, could be another Brentford player, and they're low on players, so they're probably like, nobody else can go, we've got to keep everyone. But the next player goes, well, I can do, actually, the likes of Isaac and that has showed us that we can actually do what we want if we just strike. You know, if we just refuse to play.
And look, they're not the first players who've done this.
No.
You know,
No.
I know it's happened, but now it's bad when it's like, I'm not even going to come to training. You know what I mean? Surely there's something in your contract that says you've got to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, Isaac was at one point he was training with Real Sociedad.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's...
He was injured and he went back there to even do a bit of recovery back there, and that. Because he just refused to go in.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
And, is that the Liverpool way? I don't know.
Yeah. Somebody's put here, Paul Galter's put Dixon's nowhere near ready for the Prem.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought he looked alright, you know, the same on 21 games, but you don't know until they play at the top level, do you? But I don't know, maybe Everton have thought we can wait till January, we've got someone in the under-21s that, if need be, might do a job. But as I say, we've still got Jake O'Brien, James Coleman, Patterson. Not that I'm the biggest fan of Patterson, but his injury record's terrible as well for a young lad.
It is for a young lad. It is one who doesn't play.
But it's a big 6 months for Patterson now.
Yeah,
because he, you know, obviously there was rumours he could have went on loan to Seville if we got someone in, but he's really got to knuckle down now and show that he could do a job.
He could do the job there.
I think he's
better at getting forward. He is better at getting forward. Like,
should have scored past Leeds a few years ago when I went. We drew 1-1. The Rat Gordon scored that day actually. Speaking of players who want to play, he stopped coming to training, didn't he? Seen him now? Looks like a tennis player. When I seen him against Liverpool.
We should get Mark Gahey on a free at the end of the season, says Carl. How funny would that be? Yeah. Like if we did that.
I think he's gonna go to Arsenal. Go and get him. You know what I mean?
Joy Levin said Danny Murphy was on the panel for Nias's ban.
True that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was. Yeah, the only time it ever got that rule, and then it got bombed out, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting. Everton going to be the first team, I reckon, to fall foul of that 8-second goalkeeper rule. Watch.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Because I remember being at Elland Road and the Leeds goalie had the ball and we were all going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. No, you're right. It will be. Gonna finish. Yeah, people are saying is the Prem won't do anything. The Prem won't do anything. They wanted Isaac to the shite. So did Sky. They were creaming the kecks all day. Isn't Murphy in trouble with HMRC?
Before we go as well, if I can mention, we've got Derek Manfield on in the Falcon on Saturday the 6th at 8 PM. It's only £10 a ticket. We've got plenty of stuff to raffle off as well.
When? This Saturday?
This Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. I think you sent that over to me. And my wife, God damn it, is going to reminisce.
Really?
Yeah. So I've sanctioned that one. Sanction that 24-hour loan for her. So now she's going to reminisce. So that's one I can't make up. Otherwise I would have been there. So it's in the Falcon.
It's in the Falcon at 8 o'clock.
£10 a ticket.
£10 a ticket. Derek Manfield. And so normally what we do is we'll interview the player on stage and for 45 minutes they'll talk about the career. Then they'll have a little break, but it's more of an opportunity for people to have pictures with them, and then it'll come back on. And after I do a raffle for signed gear, I'll do a Q&A with people who were there so you can get to ask Derek Manfield any questions you want.
Brilliant.
And they're always good night. Last one we had was with Joe Parkinson. And Parkinson enjoyed himself so much he stayed there till about midnight.
Did he? Yeah.
Well, Dave was going to give him a lift home and he was like, "You sure you don't mind?" And he's like, "Have another pint, have another pint." He had a great time,
Brilliant. So that's the Falcon this Saturday.
This Saturday, yeah.
There you go. So do people just need to get onto your...
They can DM us on Twitter, Instagram, leave us a comment in YouTube,
Falcon,
or come in the Falcon pub,
Falcon Blues, or pop in the Falcon pub.
Yeah, you can come in the Falcon, Kirby. But if you're not local, just message us.
Yeah.
And we're on Facebook as well, I always forget that.
When we finish this video, in the description that goes out, I'll put
nice one.
links.
Appreciate that.
I'll try anyway. I'll try. I don't know if I can do that when I amend the video. No, I definitely can, because I can amend the description after it's gone out.
I've spotted what looks like a Milk Cup final programme, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, somebody sent me these. Roy Nixon, who may have commented today, he might be watching. I think he has been watching. But Roy Nixon, he lives... Christ, what have I done there? Lives over in France. Yeah, look at that. He sent me a few of these.
I feel like I should wear gloves.
No, it's great.
White gloves when you pick up a trophy.
1984.
Look at that, eh?
Yeah. Milk Cup final.
I'm pretty sure we got robbed that game. My dad used to tell me about it. It's the Alan Amsterdam ball or something on the line, maybe.
I don't know.
Could be wrong.
Mate. I don't know.
Normally pretty good with this stuff.
What was the score? Was it 3-1?
I don't know. But I know there was one where Alan Antonin balled it on the line and they got away with it.
Look at this, Everton v Luton Town. The Today League Division 1, Saturday 9th of May, 1987.
Boss.
Sent me some great stuff, to be honest with you, yeah. Reason he sent these over as well.
The Littlewoods logo there as well.
Yeah, I had Chris Derricott in it. Right. So yeah, it was when his dad used to play as well. So yeah, it was. That's why Roy said I'll send some over. Before we go as well, so you heard that about Derek Manfield in the Falcon on Saturday. I wanted to. You've had a look at these, haven't you?
Amazing. I'm about to just follow her on Twitter, on Instagram even.
So I've had a couple of pictures sent to me that a young girl has drawn. Look at these. That is Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, and it is signed by him as well, because she bumped into him in the Titanic Hotel and showed him. So it is Ems Draws on Facebook. That's EMS Draws, DRAWS.
I like the way she's actually written them on the back. That's a good touch, that.
It's good, isn't it?
So that's at Ems
.draws.
Yeah, these are terrific, these.
And she sent me a Jack Grealish one there that she did. How good are they? How good are they?
Amazing.
So I will put links in my content for her. And she also sent me, she sent me a nice message. Says, "Hi Mr. Drone, love watching your videos on YouTube. It gives my dad and I the opportunity to feel closer to Everton as we live in the southwest. I appreciate the time and effort you put into your videos and channel, and would like to just thank you for uniting the Toffees through a rocky period of the club's history with the uncertainty of the club's future and the questions up in the air of ownership."
That's nice.
How nice is that?
That's lovely, that.
Not bad for somebody who's just turned up and putting his drone in the air for a bit. You embody what it means to be a true blue. I love that as well. Absolutely love that. Please find enclosed a Jack Grealish drawing and 2 signed prints of Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Many thanks, Ems Draws. And more importantly, up the Toffees. So, Ems Draws, guys, I'll put a link to her in my descriptions for probably most of my videos from now on. So look out for that. It's, yeah, they're fantastic, aren't they?
They're brilliant,
yeah. We're going to, anybody else want to say anything? Em said she's going. Emery FC said she's going. A few people have noticed we're going, so may have dropped off. But anyway, want to say massive thank you to Paul. It's been brilliant to talk about our club and our signings. Thanks very much for coming in. And I can't let you go, obviously, without one of my Neto in the Neto t-shirt. That's a must. Oh, there you go, lad.
Oh, thanks very much.
That's for you. That's for you.
It's all right, that, isn't it?
Cheers, mates. We'll finish up there. Guys, thank you, everybody, for joining. Really appreciate it, Paul. Thank you very much.
No, it's been a pleasure, yeah. Enjoyed that.
Falcon Blues. Remember, Derek Manfield is on at the Falcon Saturday, so if you fancy that, sounds like a good night.
Yeah, should be.
Cheers, mates. Finish up there. Cheers, everyone.
The Toffees, eh?